Hey, what's up guys? mltmagictricks here, and in today's video, I'm going to be performing and then teaching you this really cool card trick that will make your spectator think you can completely memorize a deck of cards. But before we get into that, if you are new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe and also make sure to enter the 40,000 subscriber giveaway. I'm giving away 5 $10 Amazon gift cards, and all you need to do in order to enter is be subscribed to the channel, drop a like on this video, and comment something you like about my channel or something you like about this specific video in the comment section below, and I will be announcing the 5 winners in a video within the next couple weeks, so make sure you guys look out for that. But anyways, let's get right into this performance. So I'm going to start off by mixing up the pack like this, and I could even have my spectator give the cards some cuts as well. So at this point, with the deck mixed up, I would have my spectator make a selection so they can truly choose any card they want to from the deck. So let's say my spectator chooses this card right here, and for the trick, I do not want my spectator to look at the card, so I would just have them keep it face down, just like this. And now at this point, what I'm going to do here is basically try and memorize the deck, and I'm going to try and locate the one card that is missing. So, and that card would be your selection. So I'm going to go through here, I'm going to try and memorize the deck and find the one card that is missing. So I think I know the one card that is missing, and that card being your selection. So the card that is missing should be the 5 of spades. Let's see if I'm right. Just like that, the 5 of spades, your selection. So that was pretty good, but right now I'm going to try and make it a little bit harder on myself, because now I'm going to have my spectator choose 2 cards this time. So I'm going to go through here, I'm going to spread out the deck, and my spectator can choose 2 cards now. So let's say they choose these 2 cards just like that. And the same thing is going to happen. I do not want my spectator to turn over these cards quite yet. Now I'm going to try and memorize the deck again. So as you can see here, we have a complete mess out of the deck, and I'm going to go through and try and memorize the deck and locate the 2 cards that are missing. So okay, I think I know the 2 cards that are missing. So the 2 cards should be the Queen of Clubs and the King of Clubs. Let's see if I'm right. Just like that, I actually knew the 2 cards that were missing from the deck. So that is what this card trick looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you want to learn how to do this really cool card trick, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed that card trick, and credit to msmag822 for this effect. And now let's get right into the tutorial. So unfortunately for this trick, there is a setup, but it's really not too big of a deal. And since this card trick does involve a setup, it is perfect to open up your routine with. So you start off with this really cool trick, and then you get into some impromptu tricks right after that. So that is what I recommend you guys do for this trick. But now for the setup. So what you're going to do is basically split the deck into 2 separate piles, and you're going to need to arrange the cards in order by their soulmates. So as you can see, I have the 2 black queens, the Queen of Clubs, Queen of Spades, the King of Clubs, the King of Spades. I have the cards arranged in their soulmates all the way through, and the order really does not matter. And what I mean by that is you do not need the 2 black queens to start, and you do not need the 2 red 5s at the bottom. You just need to have the cards arranged by their soulmates, just like this. So once you guys have done that, and one more time here guys, the best way I think to make this setup quickly is you spread out the cards face up, and then it really just only takes a couple minutes to create this setup. I definitely recommend you guys do it for this trick because of how powerful of an effect it has on your spectator. So once you guys have the 2 piles, you're simply going to place one on top of the other, and now you're ready to go. So you can go up to your spectator. You can start off just by saying you're going to mix up the deck, and you just start off by doing some false cuts, because you need to keep this order for the trick to work. Make sure you guys do not do a riffle shuffle or anything like that. Just do false cuts, and the other cool thing what you can do is just literally cut the cards in half, just like that. You can even have your spectator do that, because when you're cutting cards, you're not changing the order of the cards, but rather just the position. So the setup for this trick will still work if you just cut the cards in half like this, but it's really important. Make sure you do not, you or your spectator do not start cutting the cards like this, just putting one pile on after another, because if you start doing that, then the setup will get messed up. But if you just cut the cards in half, the setup will still work. Now at this point, you can even, if you want to guys, just spread out the cards face up and just tell your spectator and reassure them that all the cards in the deck are in fact different and the order is completely random. So obviously when your spectator sees this, they will think there's no setup because it looks like the deck is completely random. So now at this point, what you're going to do is have your spectator make a selection. So you're going to go ahead and spread out the deck in your hand just like this, and you're going to have your spectator take out a card, and they can choose any card they want to. It is in fact a free selection, but it's really important here, guys, when your spectator takes out their card, make sure they do not look at it. And wherever they take out their card, make sure you guys split the deck into two kind of halves like this. You're simply going to take the bottom portion of cards, just bring them right to the top. That's all you guys have to do. Just make sure you remember that while you're performing the trick. Now at this point, you're going to tell your spectator they're going to keep their selection face down. And kind of as you're saying that, you're simply just going to spread the cards face up. And you're going to tell your spectator you're going to attempt to basically, memorize the deck and find the one card that is missing. So now what you guys are going to do here is only focus on the top card here and the bottom card. Those are the two cards you need to keep in mind. So you have the 7 of hearts and the 4 of clubs. So you're going to keep those two cards in mind. And as you're talking to your spectator here, what you guys are eventually going to do is you're going to need to find the soulmates to these two cards in the middle of the deck. So in this case, it would be the 7 of diamonds and the 4 of spades. So you're going to need to keep the soulmates to the top card and the bottom card in mind. So the 7 of diamonds and the 4 of spades. So once you have memorized the soulmates to the top and bottom cards, in this case the 7 of diamonds and the 4 of spades, you're going to start looking for them in the middle of the deck. So what we have here is the 7 of diamonds and the 4 of spades, and the card in the middle, in this case the 2 of hearts. So the card in the middle here, the soulmate to this card is going to be their selection, just like this, the 2 of diamonds. So to make it convincing, once you guys have located the soulmates, 7 of diamonds, 4 of spades, you're going to keep those cards in mind. You're just going to tell your spectator, okay, I'm going to spread through the deck here and basically just memorize the order of the cards and find the card that is missing. So you're just going to go through here, and you can even memorize that middle card while you have the cards spread out, or you can do it right now. You're going through, you're going to first find the 4 of spades and then the 7 of diamonds, because once again here, guys, soulmate to the 4 of spades is the 4 of clubs, the bottom card. The soulmate to the 7 of diamonds is the top card right here, the 7 of hearts. You memorize this card right here, the 2 of hearts. You know the soulmate to the middle card is going to be their selection. You just spread through and say, okay, you're going to tell your spectator, all right, I think I memorized the deck, and now I know the card that is missing. You can just tell your spectator, okay, the card that is missing from the deck is the 2 of diamonds. And you're going to go ahead and have them turn it over, and they will be absolutely amazed. And the really cool thing about this trick, guys, all you need to do, place the card on top, cut it back into the middle. You can do it again. You can just do the exact same trick again. So what I'd recommend you guys do here is do it one more time with your spectator choosing one card. One more time here, guys. I'll go through it quickly, and then I will explain what you need to do if you have your spectator choose 2 cards. So you start off by having your spectator choose a card just like this. Remember, you take the bottom portion from where they took the card. You bring it right to the top. You have your spectator just keep the card face down. You spread out the cards face up. You memorize the soulmate to the top and bottom card. In this case, the 6 of hearts, the 5 of spades. As you're talking to your spectator, you locate the cards in the middle of the deck. In this case, we have the 5 of spades and the 6 of hearts. You see the card in the middle here is the 3 of clubs. The soulmate to the 3 of clubs is going to be the 3 of spades, which is going to be their selection. Then to make it, convincing, you just spread it through. If you guys did not catch the card in the middle when you spread out the deck face up, you can do it right here. You spread through, okay, you see the card is going to be the soulmate is going to be the 3 of spades. You tell your spectator you've memorized the card that's missing. You tell them that it is the 3 of spades, and then their selection will be the 3 of spades. So if you guys want to do 2 cards, you just cut that card right back into the middle of the deck. You have your spectator take out 2 cards, but it's really important. The 2 cards need to be back to back. They need to be consecutive, basically. So you cannot have your spectator choose 1 card here, 1 card there. Just have your spectator go through and tell them to choose 2 cards that are right next to each other. So let's say they choose these 2 cards like that. You do the same thing. You take the bottom portion of cards, you bring them right to the top, and then you're going to have your spectator just keep the cards face down. You're going to spread through, locate top, bottom card. The soulmate to these cards are going to be the 4 of clubs, the Queen of diamonds. As you're talking to your spectator, you locate the 2 cards in the middle of the deck, Queen of diamonds and the 4 of clubs. And the 2 cards right here, the soulmates to these 2 cards are going to be their selections. So in this case, the King of hearts and the 10 of clubs, just like that. And when you're performing this trick with 2 cards, it is a little bit harder to memorize the soulmates here. So just make sure you guys practice this before you go out and perform it to your spectators, especially when you involve 2 cards. So one more time here, guys, King of hearts, 10 of clubs, clubs. It's going to be the soulmates. If you guys did not catch them when you spread out the cards like that, you can do it again when you spread out the cards like this to your spectator. So once you have memorized the 2 cards, you go ahead and tell them to your spectator, and they will be absolutely amazed that you correctly predicted their 2 selections. And if you guys want to do this trick after your spectator has chosen 2 cards, you need to put these 2 cards on the top of the deck in a specific order. So I'm going to explain what that order is right now. So you guys are going to go through here. You're going to locate the soulmates to the 2 selections, the 10 of spades, the king of diamonds, and you need to place these cards on the top of the deck in this same order. So we have a 4, then there's going to be the 10, and then the king, just like that. So it's really important you guys, if you involve 2 cards, you put them in the correct order on the top of the deck. That corresponds to how their soulmates are in the middle. So if you guys want to do it after, you just kind of casually spread out the deck like this. You place the 2 cards on the top in the right order. Then you can just do this trick as many more times as you want to, as long as you keep the setup in the deck. So that is basically how you guys are going to be able to do this trick. The really important things to remember are when you're cutting the cards, make sure you just cut them in half. Do not do multiple cuts like this, or else that will mess up the order. When your spectator is choosing their card, just have them take it out. Make sure you split the deck in half. You bring the bottom portion to the top, and then you locate the top and bottom cards. You memorize their soulmates, and the soulmate to the card in the middle will be their selection every single time. So that is going to do it for this tutorial. I hope this trick made sense for you guys. I definitely recommend you guys give this one a try because it has a very powerful effect on your spectator. So that is going to do it. Make sure to enter the giveaway. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.